Hi, Bill Jones, recapturefederalism.com. Recapture Federalist Papers 51. That's where we get federalism from. 85 Federalist Papers, Federal 51. I had a professor once tell me that's the number one Federalist paper. And they're all important, but that's the most important. It is, and since he told me that back in 93, 94, 94, I guess it was. I've done some independent research, and sure enough, it is the most important. It's the basis. It's the founders uh, based, as he told me back then, they had divine inspiration, and they did. And they used Isaiah 33:22 and Romans 13 as a basis of government by authority of God. That's right. That's why we say the oaths. So help me God. And I'm going to say my oath. I, William R. Jones, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, so help me God. Foreign and domestic. Communism. I first took that oath July 1965 when I joined the United States Navy. The enemy then was communism, as the enemy is now communism. Foreign and domestic. Foreign and domestic. And we're going to be talking about that, communism. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about abortion. Abortion is genocide. Abortion is crimes against humanity, not only in the United States, but all of Europe and England and the old British Commonwealth, or the British Commonwealth as it stands now, with the independent countries that still have ties to the British. Yeah. By the way, they have, the British Commonwealth had treason laws, still have the treason laws. Treason Act of 1351. Yeah. And abortion is violates law, violates God's law. It's murder. It's murder. Violates God's law. Talk about the oath. That's one of the Ten Commandments too. But communists are built on atheism. Engels and Marx were atheists. So they don't, they're anti-Semitic and anti-Christian. And they're against that stuff. And they're against the government of the United States too. But let me go and this is Augsburg Confession. Luther and the other Protestant reformers came up with Augsburg Confession. Article 16 in the Augsburg Confession has to do with civil affairs. In the highlighted section of civil affairs, they teach that lawful civil ordinances are good works of God, and that it is right for Christians to bear civil office, to sit as judges, to judge matters by the imperial and other existing laws, to award just punishments, to engage in just wars, to serve soldiers, to make legal contracts, to hold property, to make oath when required by the magistrates, to marry a wife and be given in marriage. Then they go down to the bottom paragraph there. They condemn also those who do not place evangelical perfection in the fear of God and in faith, but forsaking civil offices, for the gospel teaches an internal righteousness of the heart. Meanwhile, it does not destroy the state or the family, but very much requires that they be preserved as ordinances of God, and that charity be practiced in such ordinances. Therefore Christians are necessarily bound to obey their magistrates. And laws save only when commanded to sin, for they ought to obey God rather than men. Acts 5:29. Acts 5:29. Now, and laws save only when commanded to sin. Now, the Supreme Court is facilitating and commanding the sin, the murder, up now of 55 million people. Yeah. Well, it's not only against the law to kill people in the United States, it's worldwide laws. On the Rome statutes, 1996 or whatever, but the Nuremberg trials, that's based off of the International Criminal Court. Yeah. And they have the crime of genocide. And they have crimes against humanity. They have war crimes and crimes of aggression. Yeah. They have all those things. And let's get into them. Because this is what we're talking about. The top two there, the crime of genocide and the crimes against humanity, the Democratic Party, through their leadership, Supreme Court, facilitates murder through genocide, and they also commit crimes against humanity. Okay. Article 6 of the Rome Statutes. For the purpose of this statute, genocide means any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, racial, religious group as such, killing members of the group, causing various bodily and mental harm to members of that group, deliberately inflicting the group conditions of life calculated to bring about a physical destruction in whole or in part. And here's the important one when we come to abortion. Imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. And we'll get back to that. And the last is forcibly transferring children of a group to another group. We have some of that going on too. But that comes more in crimes against humanity. But imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, that's abortion. And that's a violation of the Ten Commandments, the Judeo-Christian moral code. Yeah, that's what it is. You can't get around it. And you have people in the media, don't talk about it. We have Bill O'Reilly, I've heard him more than once, talk about, well, abortion. Some people consider that murder. Yeah. And he's supposedly grew up as a Roman Catholic. Doesn't he? He believes in the Ten Commandments, doesn't he? Thou shalt not kill. And communists are killing. They also didn't tell us about, specifically, Mr. O'Reilly and Fox News. They didn't tell us that Barack Obama's a communist, did they? And this is all communism. The Democratic Party is a communist party. Social Democrats, progressives, all the same. They're all communism. Misleading the children of God. Woe to the world because of offenses. And those are offenses. Ooh, my friend, Jesus Christ. Offending him. Killing people. killing people. Then we got crimes against humanity. For the purpose of this statute, crime against humanity means any of the following acts when committed as part of a widespread or systematic attack directed against any civilian population with knowledge of the attack. Murder, there you go, murder again. There you go, murder. Extermination. Exterminate, well, when you kill 55 million people, you're exterminating them, ain't you? Yeah. Enslavement. We're all enslaved. We'd be enslaved. And all you people, people of color, thought Lincoln gave you Emancipation Proclamation. He did. But they don't follow that. Communists don't follow that. Democratic Party don't follow that. They got you enslaved too. They got their troops there in the neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. Imprisonment or other severe deprivation of physical liberty in violation of fundamental laws, rules of international law. And that, the Attorney General has gotten the Bundys and people out there in Oregon in jail. Do not give them bail, and they're imprisoned. That's crimes against humanity. They're also taking a property rights. You know, we talk about that. Christians have a right to property. First the Indians, that's humans. Humans, by the way, are all the children of God, not just Christians. It's all, everyone. It was written, the Augsburg Confession was written for Christians. Benefit of Christians, but it includes everybody, all the children of God, which is everybody in the world. Yeah. First Indians, then the cowboys taking the property. Yep. Crimes against humanity. Then they bitch and moan about it, and right away they throw them in jail. No bail. Killed Lavoy Finnegan. Yeah. You know why they killed him, don't you? He had a lawsuit against him. He was going to win the lawsuit. Can't have that standing up to them people. No. We have to get rid of him, exterminate him, murder him. FBI agents involved. Just like David Koresh. Just like him. They never. The Clintons involved. And she was involved. She was co-president. I get my Constitution out, and I don't see nothing about co-president. Oh, and let's go H. Persecution against any identifiable group or collectivity on political, racial, national, ethnic, cultural, religious, gender, as defined in paragraph 3, or on the grounds that are universally recognized as impermissible under international law in the connection with any act referred to in paragraph or any crime within the jurisdiction of the court. Then they go, later on, they talk about it has to be international in scope. Well, world communism is international. I'm going to be doing another presentation, probably today or tomorrow. And you don't hear this in the press. Don't hear this in the press, because it's commie press. Let me commie press up here. Commie press, propaganda and agitation. You got propaganda, communist press, worldwide press. Yeah, bulk of it. Propaganda and agitation. Black Lives Matter. Okay. Those are troops. Those are troops. Combination of legal and illegal work. Okay? In there, they talk about killing the police, targeting the police, okay? And the military, because take the oath. And me too. Because I took an oath. I lived by my oath. Yeah. Abortion is genocide. Abortion is genocide. That's treason in this country because they're not following the law. It's seditious conspiracy. Seditious conspiracy. Advocating the overthrow of government. Communism. Communism. Okay. Oh, here it is. I got several places here. I had to look for that. Undoubtedly, it will be said, religious, moral, philosophical. Okay. Then it goes to the next paragraph. Page 26 of the Communist Manifesto. There are besides eternal truths such as freedom, justice, etc. that are common to all states of society, but a communism abolishes eternal truths, 10 Commandments, okay, which is justice, freedom, liberty, okay, and the 10 Commandments, the Judeo-Christian moral code. Yeah, that's eternal truth. Yeah. But communism abolishes that. It abolishes all religion, anti-Semitic, anti-Christian, and all morality. And as George Washington said in the farewell address, you can't have morality without religion, and they abolish it all. Page 34 of the Communist Manifesto, and here is a tie-in with the Democratic parties. Finally, they labor everywhere for the union and agreement of the democratic parties of all countries. Union and democratic parties together. The communists disdain to conceal their views and aims. They openly declare their ends can be attained only by the forcible overthrow of all social conditions. Let the ruling classes tremble at the communistic revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their change. They have a world to win. Working men of all unite. By the way, they started the insurrection in 1886. The Working Men United killed 7 police officers, Haymarket Square, Chicago, March 4th, 1886. Okay? That's when they started overthrowing violently. Make the ruling classes tremble at the communistic revolution. Yeah. And they get rid of people through wars. It's known as a human population control movement. Okay? You can't believe what you see on Wikipedia anyway. They're pro-communist. I've done a presentation on that. They have bastardized what they say under there. But they've come, they originally said it was genocide, it was methods of a human population control movement. It's a communist movement. Most of the movements are communism. Ruling classes tremble. We the people tremble. I ain't trembling. But a lot of people are. And a lot of people aren't trembling. They're in with the communists. The media. Fox News. Megyn Kelly. Rupert Murdoch, a couple months ago, said he can live with Hillary. could live with her. I don't know why he'd want to live with her. Just maybe he's a communist. And Roger Ailes, he's got his problems right now. Moral problems. But I'm still pissed at him. He gave us Richard Nixon. He was a communist president, by the way. I'll get into that sometime, too. We've had communist presidents going back. Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. FDR was the first big-time commie president. But 73, the Supreme Court, they haven't changed that. So all those Supreme Court justices are international criminals. International criminals. The president's international criminals. The two political parties are international criminals. The press is criminals. Shall suffer death. Treason. Treason. All the governors are. The heads of the state police are. And why, I don't know. Why they don't stand up. Because they got a target on their back. Combination of legal and illegal work. Legal and illegal work. And with that, I probably did enough damage today. Come to my site, recapturefederalism.com. We got that on there. We got the notice, 91 pages, notice of treason against the United States and all 50 states. And 51 constitutions. They all have treason in there, or codified. And I didn't go into the codification, but it's codified. Mentioned some of it. Seditious conspiracy and advocating the overthrow of government. And with that, we'll see you. Bye.